Hi, I'm Nathan Ray and this is a Leading Zeros video. Today we're going to be looking at a piece of kit which I think is as important as the main piece of kit that you have, your cameras, your laptop, your ATEM mini or whatever you're using, your audio mixer, because those things are going to, help you go live on time when you're live streaming an event, but there's going to be a lot of things which are going to stop you from going live, and that's where this piece of kit comes in. And as you've probably seen in the title and the thumbnail of this video, it is my everything pack. Let's take a look. Yeah, so this is my everything pack, or as I like to sometimes call it, my get out of jail free pack, and I'll tell you why in a moment. I'll go over the reasons why I have one of these and where I keep it and how I use it in general. And then the second part of the video, I'm going to go through everything that's in this pack, and a lot of the items will be obvious why I have them in there. Some not so much, so I'll explain those. And everything in here, you'll find links, affiliate links to buy those items down below in the description. Also though, if you've noticed something I've not put on the list or something that's missing from this case which you think might help me in the future, do let me know in the comments and I'll maybe add it to my pack, I don't know, and I'll maybe add it to the list down below as a viewer suggestion. So how do I use this? This goes in my backpack and it goes with me on every job I do. In the backpack I normally have one of my laptops and one of my smaller cameras, and knowing that I've got those two items and this pack means I know I can go live when I get to the venue, even if all my other kit gets lost or dropped in a canal or whatever can happen to your kit. This gives me a lot of peace of mind, and even if I get to the venue and I have to borrow a laptop and borrow a camera, that's never happened before, but if I have this with me I know I can go live. There's things in this that you used to be able to just pop out and grab from Maplin, but RIP Maplin doesn't exist anymore. So this might be your only option when you're going to live stream an event. And when I'm working at the gig, when I'm setting up, I have it with me, and then when I'm live streaming, this is sitting on the desk, laptop, audio mixer, ATEM mini, monitors, and this is right there with me at all times, because there's some tools in there. Now I probably have tools in one of my other bags or flight cases, but it's great to have it right there. There might be an audio connector that I need, which is probably somewhere with my audio gear, with the audio mixer, but it's easier if it's right here that I can just pull it out, do it. If one of my camera ops needs something, I can give it to them. There's a little torch in here. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. If it's there right next to you on the desk, it means that you're not hunting around for things in the dark, behind a stage, while an event is going on. So yeah, this is my get out of jail free card, and I pull it out and I use it at every single gig that I work. Right, so we're going to go into the everything in here. Like I said, affiliate links below. One of the most important things I always carry with me is my checklists. I also have a phone charging cable and this, a three gang USB power adapter, vital. And I have a Sharpie. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. We have a HDMI cable, 1 meter long, 3.5mm audio cable, 3.5mm audio cable extender, a pair of headphones with a mic, a 1 meter Ethernet cable. Now you might notice with some of these cables, like this one, is very, very slim, and I paid an unreasonable amount of money to get such a lightweight Ethernet cable, but that's what I wanted, because I wanted one in here, and this is kind of the only one that's going to fit, so there we go. An HDMI to HDMI micro, USB micro charging cable, USB micro charging cable, the long version, microphone headphone splitter, stereo phono to 3.5mm audio connector, really useful for getting audio out of venue sound desks, and obviously you can go straight into an ATEM mini if you set one of the microphones to line in. The 3.5mm stereo into two monos left and right. This is really helpful because you can plug in two mono microphones and it gets recorded as one stereo track on your camera. Tiny audio connector. Now a lot of modern phones don't have a headphone jack anymore, so having these for iPhone or USB-C is really helpful because sometimes a client just wants to play some audio from their phone into the venue or into the live streaming things, and that's the only way to do it now. And these two kind of go together as well. This is a USB-C to USB-A adapter extender, and then this is USB-A to A again extender. And those are helpful because although the Camlink is a great piece of kit, its kind of only downside really is that it's really wide, and I can't plug it into my laptops without it without it blocking the HDMI cable out. So you need one of these to plug in to extend it out. So those kind of go as a set. So down this end, I have a couple of slightly larger connectors, 3.5mm to XLR. And this is an Ethernet coupler. Don't go with the cheapest one of these, get a good quality one. Okay, that side is done. So we'll come over here, look in this little bag. This is like all my little bits, all my little connectors and things. I'm just gonna tip them out here and just... We've got a lightning to... There you go. Where was I? So a couple of adapters, USB-C and lightning to USB micro, a hot shoe adapter to tripod, another USB-C to USB-A, a couple of HDMI couplers, got a couple of SDI cable, BNC cable connectors there. So two 3.5mm to 1/4 inch jack adapters and two opposite ones of those. We've got a couple of couplers there as well. We've got an HDI mini to full HDMI connector there. I think that's it for that one. Yep. And two more things that are normally in my pack but weren't just then because I used them this morning was an SD card reader to A and C and a 128 gig thumb drive, tiny one. Cool. So let's go through these. They're pretty obvious. You want a good pair of scissors, and that is a lens cloth. This is a small torch, which is handy when you're in the dark. Make sure you put white things around it so you don't need a torch to find your own torch in the dark. Or always keep it in the same place, so even if it is in the dark, you always know where it is. That's the more important thing. New for 2020, a COVID mask. You've got white tape here, a small screwdriver, small knife blades, reusable cable ties and small cable ties. Really helpful, get yourself some of these. Multi-tool with pliers and other bits and pieces in it. Super glue. You also keep a few coins in there, helpful for parking and whatever random things you need. And here we have a 128 gig SD card, and in here I have a £20 note because you never know. So that's about it. That's all the items in my everything pack, or as I like to think of it, my get out of jail free pack. Saying that though, I haven't used all of these items in the pack before, and I hope I never have to use some of them in an emergency, in a technical emergency. But I've used enough of them, and this has saved my ass enough times that I really recommend you go out and start putting one of these together. You'll thank me for it. I mean, don't go out and buy everything. If there's something in here that you're never going to need, don't buy it. And also, it can get expensive if you're packing spare backup capture devices, and some of these cables get a bit expensive. But if you think I'm missing anything, put it in the comments below. I'll highlight any comments which I find interesting enough or is a good suggestion and add them to the list. Oh, I am going to be doing a rebuild of my ATEM Mini in a pedal case because I've ordered a ATEM Mini Pro ISO, so I'm going to be changing how that's put together to make the most of that new piece of kit's capabilities. So subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm Nathan Ray. This is Leading Zeros. Let's make this thing. And here's a bonus for all of you sticking around for the end screens. I take this to most of my gigs, multi-camera gigs anyway. It's my dongle case. So in here I have a USB hub with Ethernet, another Ethernet from my MacBook Pro, ugly looking DisplayPort thing, another C to A adapter for new MacBooks, Thunderbolt to HDMI, a USB sound thing with 3 ports, a physical dial and mute buttons, and a Chromecast, which I think I've used twice. All in a clear case so I can see what is inside. Thanks for watching.